Hello, parents. I'm going to do a quick presentation very similar to the one your students will be seeing this Friday when we talk to them about their new Chromebooks. We were very excited that the Chromebooks didn't take the anticipated 6 weeks of delivery time, and rather they did arrive about 1 week ago, and we've been busily preparing those to get to your students. So the name of our one-to-one Chromebook initiative in the district is Connect To. And connect to because we believe that technology can really connect them to each other, connect them to resources, and connect them to the world. And the world that they live in is more global, and we're doing our best to try to prepare them for that. This is the Pelham School District vision statement, and which can be found on our website. And we also very actively plan around technology access with our Future Ready plan, which can also be found on our website. So this kind of goes in line with why we believe this is so important to our district. So we're very excited to give these kids in 6th and 7th grade a Chromebook that is a little more rugged than the ones in the past. If you have older students, you're going to find that this Chromebook has a rubberized bumper, but it also has, as you'll see in the coming slides, a world-facing camera. So it really makes it a wonderful creation device, and we're going to be working with our teachers to teach them more about ways to use these in the classroom. These are a little bit different than the other ones in the past. They also have a touch screen, and the battery life should be 10 hours. They do flip around, so they have this tent mode, and they will close all the way. They do also come with a stylus. Now, I know some of you may worry about that little stylus being lost, and I'm sure we will worry about that a little bit. But the stylus isn't worth much, and we will keep some extra styluses on hand if by chance someone does misplace or lose theirs. But there is a nice little slot that it just fits into on the side of the Chromebook, just so you're aware. They'll all be receiving a case. The case has a zippered pouch on the side so that they can tuck their charger in. I do encourage them to keep their chargers at home because sometimes they can be lost, and we want them to charge those Chromebooks at home so that when they come to school, they're all ready to do their learning. So as you can see in this picture, I just like this because it shows those Chromebooks in a variety of modes and students holding them in a bunch of different ways. That student's taking a picture of the board. Other students are manipulating objects. So the touch screen really changes what the students can do with these. So we ask students to carry in the provided case at all times or safely in their backpack. Ideally, if it's in their backpack, unless it's got a really nice padded laptop section, it should be in their case in their backpack because we don't want to put added pressure on that screen. Know where your device is. We talk to the kids about just, don't trade devices around. Keep track of yours. Charge your Chromebook at home and leave your charger at home, as I mentioned. And we do have a help desk technician at each school, and we will point out to the students where they can go when they do have trouble with their Chromebook. Do not leave your device in your car. So we'll talk to kids about just general care. Please don't eat or drink near it. Don't place objects on top of it. Don't write on your device. And we do let students put stickers on these. Now, we ask that they are stickers that can be peeled off easily later. But in general, this is their device for 3 years. So we're not too worried about these stickers. This is their device. And don't loan your chargers and device to others. We do some filtering of these devices, and we block content based upon keywords and images. As part of a school district and a public school district, we must adhere to certain guidelines, and we want to keep kids safe. But we also filter these devices at home to help you out a little bit. We don't want them to just get to anything. And so the same things that apply in school apply at home. Now, this only applies on the Chromebook itself. It does not apply to their Google account in general. But if you have any questions, please let me know. We have Google Drive and Google Apps and extensions that we use in the middle school. The students have access to mail that they can use internally in our district, calendar, and Drive. And a lot of our teachers, almost all of our teachers now, are using Google Classroom. And so you'll see a lot of that use going on this year, more than ever. I would almost have to say every teacher is using Google Classroom virtually, but we haven't got all of the statistics yet on that. But that's where we're going, and that's where we're headed, and that's where we're training our teachers. So it's a great method of handing in their assignments and receiving feedback. All students also have access to Read and Write for Google. I will attach this presentation to the email that I send so that you can also just view this presentation and the videos inside of this that tell you a little bit about these products. Read and Write Google is wonderful because it allows students to annotate Google Docs. It allows for speech to text and text to speech. And it really opens up some opportunities for kids. So if they want something read aloud on a web page or in a document, they can do that. And it also allows students to edit PDFs if they're uploaded into Google Drive. We will be offering some trainings this year on some of these products, so you as a parent have some more awareness and can help your students. We have a clever.com, a portal for students, and this just shows you a brief little screenshot of some of the tools. There's our Destiny Library catalog at the middle school where students can search for books at the library, and our teachers use tools like iReady, Pear Deck. Our students have access to McGraw-Hill textbooks, Newsela, and Flocabulary as examples. Those are some of the resources we use in the classrooms on the Chromebooks. So I like to always tell parents that I have 3 kids of my own, and I have 3 kids who have very different limits set in our household. One of my students can kind of monitor his own time. One of my students doesn't really get into electronics very much. It's never been an issue. I've never had to really go there. My third child is a student who I have to monitor. I have to set very, very specific time limits. So I understand what you are all going through at home with this electronic usage. We went through the Fortnite thing this summer as well, that many of you probably experienced. So what I like to tell you is that you decide the time limits. That while it is a device we issue to the students to do their homework and to be learning anytime, anywhere, and to have access to resources, you still decide those time limits. We completely support you. You decide where it can be used and when. Please feel free to talk with your student about their work and have them share some of that work online with you. That's perfectly wonderful. And for parents who are still struggling, I do recommend a great website, commonsensemedia.org. I have used this with my own kids. Here's a screenshot from that website. And we've actually set up, there's some nice articles here, but there's also a piece where you can set up a contract with your child on when they're allowed to use it and what they're allowed to use their device for at home. Please visit the technology department page for more information. We have an FAQ page. And students, if I didn't mention it already, they will keep the same device for 3 years. As always, please reach out to the school or myself, to Stacy, the principal at Pella Memorial School. And again, my name is Holly Doe, and I'm the Director of Technology for the school district. Finally, a last little mention, insurance. Insurance is accidental insurance. You can read a little bit about it on this website. And it is optional. We do not require that parents purchase insurance, but we do highly encourage it because let's say your kid has an accident with it. We take care of it on site. We ship that laptop out to be fixed. It comes back. And in the meantime, we do issue a loaner to that student while it's being fixed. If it happens again 6 months later and something happens to it by accident, it's an unlimited accidental for 1 year. So it will be insured for the entire school year. You have until the end of the month to purchase insurance online through Worth App Group. And when you go here, you just select the type of device. It will list to 6th and 7th graders under this drop-down, and you put in your name and your student name so that we can talk to Worth App Group and tell them which Chromebook your child has. So we do encourage it. It is $20 for these Chromebooks, which is a slight increase from the previous Chromebooks, and that is because we bought a Chromebook that was a little bit more rugged, touchscreen, stylus, and some more features added to it. Thanks a lot, and please contact me if you have any questions at hdoe@pelhamsd.org, or you can call at 603-635-1145 at the SAU office, and they will forward you to my extension. Thanks a lot.